It's kind of a big day here at my house because a big milestone has been achieved on YouTube. 100,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel, which seems kind of crazy to me because I never intended for the YouTube channel to become a big deal at all. It started very, very small. Back in 2008, around Christmas time, I had been given a gift by my family of a little remote control model airplane, and my wife shot a video of me doing a quick test flight of that little remote control plane. The video lasted 10 seconds because the plane crashed immediately after takeoff. That was the first video that I ever posted back to YouTube. And then after that, the second video was actually about a cruise that we took a month or two later on the Carnival Spirit cruise ship. Cruising was something that I was very interested in and totally into. I'm still completely into it now. And so it's fitting that my very second YouTube video was a recap of our cruise on the Carnival Spirit. Then after that, my YouTube channel kind of went into a whole puppy phase. We were breeding Cocker Spaniel puppies back in those days. So for the next couple of years, most of my videos on YouTube were about the cute little Cocker Spaniel puppies playing in our house. You just can't beat young puppies. They're so cute and playful. Lots of good material back in those days to shoot videos of and share it with the new puppy owners and people who were thinking about buying one of our puppies. Then back in 2010, we retired from Cocker Spaniel breeding and the focus of my YouTube channel shifted back to cruising. We had started really getting into cruising at that point, and we were doing a few cruises a year and having a lot of fun. It was the big thing that I was interested in at that point, so that's what my videos were about. There was an interesting video in 2011 of an encounter we had with the Norwegian Pearl. We were coming back to Miami on a cruise on another cruise ship, and I saw the Norwegian Pearl docked there in the port of Miami. I started to shoot some video of it, and I find that kind of interesting because I've had some interesting experiences with the Norwegian Pearl in the years since. There was a really cool encounter up in Glacier Bay, Alaska, when I spotted the Norwegian Pearl off in the distance. We were on the Coral Princess cruise ship, and I got some fantastic video of the Norwegian Pearl there in Glacier Bay. One of my favorite videos, really, and actually never became very popular, but I'm still very proud of the video that I shot up there in Glacier Bay that day. And then years later, had another great encounter with the Norwegian Pearl. It was actually just this year, a few months ago. We were fortunate enough to stay in the owner's suite on the Norwegian Pearl. Wow, it was just this crazy big suite with a huge balcony, its own private jacuzzi that we didn't have to share with anyone. It was the best cruise that we had ever been on, and so that was another great encounter with the Norwegian Pearl. 3 that I can think of that made it onto YouTube at least. Now, my big break on YouTube actually happened in 2012. This is where I became a serious YouTuber, very much by accident. Again, we were on a cruise. It was on the Carnival Spirit off the coast of Mexico, and they had just recently installed a brand new water slide on the Carnival Spirit, a type of water slide that had never been installed on a cruise ship before. There had been some of these on land, but it's a vertical drop slide where you stand up at the beginning of the slide and the floor drops out from under you, and it scares the heck out of you. So I shot video of this new water slide that they had installed on Carnival Spirit and posted it to YouTube when we got back home from our vacation. I really didn't think anything of it because at that point my videos on YouTube were getting maybe 1,000 or 2,000 or if I was lucky 5,000 views. And for some reason this Green Thunder water slide video that I posted to YouTube just caught on and started getting millions of views. It was the craziest thing. I started making all sorts of money from the ad revenue from having monetized the video on YouTube, and the ad revenue just from that one video started to pay for a lot of our future vacations. And since we had made the video on a cruise, it seemed appropriate. Well, that Green Thunder water slide video now has had more than 92 million views. It is the most viewed video on YouTube about a cruise ship, and certainly my most viewed video. The second most viewed video of mine is a model train video. That's been the new focus of my YouTube channel, because with some of the money that we made off of ad revenue from the Green Thunder water slide video, I bought myself one year for Christmas some little model trains to go around the Christmas tree. And it started out very small. Literally just spent, I don't know, $400 maybe on these little model trains to go around the Christmas tree. And within a week, I was completely bored with that little circle around the Christmas tree. So I bought more track and more cars and switches and started to expand the layout. And the layout got grander and grander. And over the next year or two, started sinking more and more money into G-scale model train accessories and components, and started posting videos to YouTube about all the cool G-scale model train stuff in my house, and those started to catch on. And actually I was getting more views on model train videos than I was on cruise ship videos, so the focus of my channel has kind of shifted now, as of late, more to model trains, because I could post a model train video and in 2 months I might have 1 million views on one of those. I can post a cruise ship video and in 2 months I might have 10 or 20,000 views. So I spend a little more time working on model train videos now. The people seem to like those, and there seems to be some money in that. Anyway, that's a history of my YouTube channel, and I think the focus from here on out, really it's going to be twofold. I mean, I still shoot cruise ship videos because I really like cruising and cruise vacations, and it's very interesting to me. So it's, you know, it's a passion project. Edit those together, and very few people watch the videos, but I'm pleased with them. And then model train videos, because people seem to like them, and I make some good ad revenue off of that from the monetization. So I'm probably 4 years away from retiring from my real job, and at that point I'll have all sorts of time to spend working on YouTube videos. Who knows where the channel will go at that point, but until then I do hope you keep watching and keep enjoying, and please leave comments on the videos, because I really enjoy reading what you have to say about the videos, and sometimes there's some really interesting suggestions in there, and it's always nice to hear what people think about the videos. I'm Jim Zim. Thank you for watching, and I hope you keep watching.